Hi, I'm Alexandria Barker, and welcome back to your Wishful Thinking Manifestation System. This is week 6. So I'm sure that things are going wonderfully for you, and I'm certainly hoping that you are, and I'm sending you out much love and light and appreciation. And as is our normal tradition, I would like to begin with a meditation specific to this third eye chakra. But first, I just wanted to share with you today's offering. I'm bringing them up nice and close. It's a little bit different. I know every week I've been bringing you flowers, but we're having berries today because they are the color of this chakra, which is indigo, which is a mixture of blue and red. So this beautiful deep purpley color is the color that resonates with this root chakra, with the third eye chakra. So I just wanted to give you these and just to get you thinking in terms of this beautiful deep color, like the color of a midnight blue sky, just this beautiful, beautiful indigo, just like a velvety, rich, beautiful, beautiful color. So just start thinking about that, filling your mind with mental images of that, and I will guide us through today's meditation. Just going to put these down. I might munch on them as we go. Okay, so just taking a few nice deep breaths, breathing in for a count of 3 and out for 5. Just really letting go with the exhalation. Breathe in for 3, out for 5, in for 3, out for 5, and bringing your awareness to your third eye chakra, located at the center of the forehead, right in the center between your eyebrows. So focusing on this spot, and see a beautiful, beautiful indigo color here. Now you might like to use some images like maybe picturing a beautiful plum, or a beautiful really deep amethyst crystal, or maybe you have some other representation of that color. Just focusing on that beautiful color, and imagine it to be either a crystal or a flower or just a beautiful glowing ball of color. And just allow it to grow and spread throughout your forehead. And just begin to let it just completely take over your body. Just let it grow and swell and expand and expand. And just until you feel its powerful healing effects throughout your whole body. This beautiful, beautiful indigo color. Now let it spill out into your aura, filling your aura with indigo. Beautiful, like a dark summer sky. Breathing that color in and out. Beautiful indigo, breathing it in and out. Breathing it in and out. And just feel how powerful it feels, this beautiful feeling of just really embracing this color, the color that correlates with your third eye chakra. Beautiful indigo. And just allowing this color to do all the good, all the healing it needs to do. Let it increase your clairvoyance, your psychic abilities. And feel as this color swells and expands throughout your body, throughout your aura. Feel how it just is empowering you to make decisions in your life regarding your personal development. Because you know now, as you feel this feeling coursing through your veins, that you are worth it. You are worth it. You deserve to be able to fulfill yourself in any way you choose. Just breathing that beautiful color. And now just visualizing a perfectly crystal, beautiful rainbow. The colors are so clear and so distinct. It's like no other rainbow you've ever seen before in your life. It is so perfect and so beautiful. And now just allow this perfect, beautiful rainbow to wrap itself around you. It's like a silken ribbon wrapping around you, and all those beautiful healing colors of the rainbow are bringing their powerful healing properties to you. See the colors swirl, circling you, and begin to just open up and allow this rainbow into your physical body. And just feel as every chakra just resonates with the colors of this rainbow. It's like each one is shouting out in joy, yes, yes, thank you. Thank you for this gift of this beautiful healing rainbow. Every chakra resonating, especially your third eye chakra. Just feeling this beautiful rainbow. And let it swirl. Let it glisten all around you, glittering, shimmering. It's perfect, exquisite rainbow. And now just let this visualization fade away, but holding on to the healing properties, all the powerful healing properties of color, all the colors of the rainbow, being that living rainbow. And now just slowly calling your awareness back to the room, back to the space that you're in, squeezing and releasing fingers and toes, calling yourself back, and feeling a little bit more aware and awake and alert now, keeping your eyes closed just for another minute, just to really absorb all the beautiful healing that has occurred. Just let all these colors sing inside of your body, and just feeling every chakra thrilling to them. Just feeling the powerful healing effects of being a living rainbow. And now feeling fully aware and awake and refreshed and revived, and beginning to call yourself back and open your eyes. And hi there, welcome back. Okay, so we're talking now about the third eye chakra. Now the third eye is associated, as I mentioned, with clairvoyance and with your psychic abilities. And it is located at the center of your forehead, and it is the color of indigo. And it's also the chakra of your intellect and self-reflection. And just to make sure I'm not missing anything that I wrote down in my notes. Yeah, it allows you to really consciously watch your life so you can make basically informed choices about it. So you really want to keep this particular chakra really strong and unobstructed. You want to let that energy from the universe flow into your chakra and just allow you to be your very best self. So this is a chakra in which we create our beliefs and judgments. So with this program, we're really working at getting clear what our beliefs are so that we can change them. You know, as Abraham says, a belief is just a thought we keep thinking. You know, we just keep thinking the same thoughts, and they're usually put there in our childhood by, you know, probably well-meaning adults, but maybe, you know, we may have misinterpreted something, or maybe they said something that maybe that they shouldn't have to a child, and it led you to have certain beliefs, maybe about yourself. You know, maybe it led you to believe that you are not a magnificent, beautiful child of the universe. You know, maybe it led you to believe that there's something wrong with you, something lacking. And if that's the case, that's what we want to change, is that belief. Excuse me. Just like those ants we were talking about, the automatic negative thoughts, those stem from your beliefs. So through working with this chakra and keeping it clear and unobstructed, we can have a look at those beliefs and decide for ourselves with an intelligent, open, adult mind, is that really, you know, is that the thought that I want to have governing my life? Because you can change those thoughts. A belief is just a thought we keep thinking. So if those thoughts are not serving you, you need to change them. And the way we change these automatic negative thoughts, these ants, is by stopping right in our tracks. The minute you have a negative thought that is not serving you well, stop right as soon as you notice it, and rephrase that thought in a way that is going to reflect your higher interests. You know, it's going to really serve you much better. So if you're always thinking, well, I can't do that, I'm too dumb, or whatever, you know, if you were told by a teacher that you're dumb at math, for example, you know, well, you have a look at that as an adult and go, well, no, I'm actually an intelligent adult and I can learn the skills, and if I can't, I have a calculator, you know. I'm intelligent enough to work that. So just kind of thinking through any of the beliefs that are keeping you from being the very best that you can be, you know, and of whatever area that might be in. So it's just to know, just knowing that you can change these beliefs is so empowering. And you know, with the steps I've outlined in this program, it's not that difficult. It's just being persistent and using your affirmations, and you know, writing down powerful feelings and just really integrating them into your psyche and into your subconscious. Those beliefs will change, and you will see the results in your life around you. So the balanced sixth chakra gives you greater clarity and wisdom and acceptance, and it is personal growth for the Wishful Thinking program. So the Sanskrit name is Anya. It is located right here, and it governs the brain, the neurological system, eyes, ears, nose, pituitary, and pineal glands. And the color is indigo, the element is light. Crystals are amethyst, lapis lazuli, blue sodalite, and azurite. The aromas are jasmine, mint, violet, or hyacinth. The mantra is Om. Musical note is A. So the life lessons relate to intuition and insight, mind and wisdom, which is why I've chosen to link it to personal development for the Wishful Thinking program. So looking at the vision boards, a little bit out of order here. Here it is. So for the sixth chakra, you can see that I have chosen to incorporate, you know, an indigo blue color, and I'm just sort of asking myself questions in this vision board, like, what do I really want to do with my life? You know, so you really need to ask yourself these questions, because we often kind of muddle through life, you know, or maybe we just get really busy. Especially if you're a woman, you were probably busy, you know, having a family, maybe starting a career, but particularly with child rearing, responsibilities takes up a lot of your time. And you know, often this area of your life gets overlooked because we're so concerned with, you know, fulfilling the needs of the people around us, our children, you know, in particular. You know, we're concerned about their personal development, but what about our own? You know, like, and I think every parent wants to put their child in extracurricular activities so that they can develop and be the very best people that they can be. You know, so maybe there isn't always time left over or money left over. And if that's been the case with you, well, it doesn't mean that the game is over for you. It means like start carving out some of that time, and it's a wonderful, if you still have children in the home, it's a wonderful example to set for your children that, you know what, I'm a continuous learner and I want you to be as well, because there's so much to learn in this incredibly beautiful world that I'm not going to sit and watch TV for 5 or 6 hours a night. You know, I'm going to be maybe doing some research on a computer, or learning to play piano, or doing whatever other things that I'm doing toward my own personal development. So I think it's a really good thing to teach your children, and it's just a really good thing to remember when the children are gone. You know, they're still you, and maybe now you have the time to really get into that. And what were some of these things that you had on the back burner? You know, it's never too late to go back to school even, and just to take some of these courses. You know, I was really blessed in that I was raised in a family with both my parents really, you know, they were really constant learners. They didn't worry about any kind of an age barrier. You know, my mother was in her 70s and she went to college, and you know, and then she spent a lot of time teaching English as a second language, but when she wanted to learn something, she just went right back to school. And she was like, you know, most of the kids were kids and then there was, you know, everybody's grandma, like my mom. So, you know, just to have the courage to take steps like that. And what else did I include in here? Oh, yeah, a little bit about meditation, visualization, celebrating who you are. You know, just really, this is who you are. Like, if you're not going to love yourself, who else is? You have to really love yourself enough to extend beyond your little comfort zone. You know, but it's very easy to get in a little box, you know, like this is what I do. This is what I do Monday to Friday. This is how I spend my weekends. You know, these are the people I associate with. These are maybe the card games that we play, whatever it is, you know, that is your usual routine. It's easy to get comfortable there. And it's a little scary to step out of that comfort zone. And that's why you do it. Because you want to conquer that fear. Because there's a whole huge big world out there. But it can get pretty narrow if you're always just, you know, doing what you always do. Staying safe, you know, you don't want to risk anything because you might fail. No, that's the reason you do these things. And if you're not feeling that fear, then maybe you're doing something, maybe you want to take that step. You know, because I think life is about feeling a little bit of fear, you know. I think it's about, you know, stepping out and kind of going, oh, you know, okay, I did it. You know, and feeling brave and feeling really good about yourself after the fact, but having the courage to just do whatever it takes, you know, to sign up for that course, to go learn another language so that you can go travel to another country and, you know, and speak their language when you're there, which is such a tribute. You know, like, these things are important for your personal development, and that is what the chakra is all about. So the other vision board is about this wishful thinking area of your life. So you can see I've got, you know, I used the same vivid indigo color, and I had schools in. You know, because it's never too late to go back to school. You can always do correspondence or just take your night school. You know, if you always wanted to be something, but you say you always wanted to study, say you wanted to be a gemologist or something, but you know, you weren't able to do the schooling at the time. Well, you can start by just taking a night course at a time, slowly working toward it. That's going to have a profound effect on you, on your confidence level. It's just so empowering, you know, that for the cost of a course, it's such a good investment in yourself. And you have to make that investment in yourself. And so just some of the other things I put: hired a financial advisor. I have a picture of a little gray-haired lady in her, you know, her graduation gown and cap. And, you know, I'm talking about friends keeping me motivated. I have a picture of someone else going jogging, saying they hired a personal trainer. You know, maybe that's the area of your life that maybe you've gotten very comfortable and you're not, you know, you're not challenging yourself maybe on a physical level. So maybe that's where you want to really develop yourself. So at any rate, that is the vision board with that, which brings us to the section for my ideal personal growth. So again, I've written this in a way that you can use it, you know, right off the bat. You don't have to invest a whole lot of time into changing it up and coming up with your own, but I certainly invite you to tweak it and make any changes that you would like borrow whatever you would like if you're making your own. So hands on your heart, standing up, tall and proud. Mosquitoes have found me. I am so grateful to be living in a time when I have easy access to information and the tools needed for my personal growth and the freedom to pursue it. I am grateful for the many teachers who have come to me in response to my asking, especially for teaching me the skills of meditation and conscious creating with the law of attraction. I am grateful for the ancient teachers who paved my way, enabling me to benefit from their wisdom. I am grateful to have such ready access to even more specialized training anytime I want it, so close to home, making it easy to continue my personal growth. I am so thankful all my needs are met as I follow my higher path. I know the universe will always support me as I support myself. I am always open to learning, and I am always divinely guided to teachers and programs best suited to me. I am deeply committed to my personal growth and being a continuous learner, and enjoy participating in workshops and retreats. I know my choices will always be beneficial to me. I love knowing my inner being guides me on this path for the highest good of all, and I am open to receiving all the goodness this universe has to offer. I love myself exactly as I am. Every day, in every way, I get better and better. So, yeah, words to live by. And if those don't inspire you, just create some that do. So the gratitude list. And we talked about many various ways that you can just cultivate an attitude of gratitude in your life through, the form of written work. You might like to do it on the computer. I like to just sit longhand with my binder, just have all my note paper there and just write it out longhand because I feel I connect with the energy better that way. But that's not necessarily going to be the best way for you. You might like to do it on the computer. You might like to do it walking. A wonderful walking gratitude is, exercise is just breathing in the beautiful air, saying thank you with each foot, with each step you take, and just really breathing it in and feeling that gratitude. And it's a wonderful exercise to do on a regular basis. It's a wonderful just way to enhance your life. Never mind an exercise. It's just a beautiful feeling, and it's such a nice way to cultivate doing that. So, or making a list of your favorite aspects of the people in your life, even yourself. Being grateful for what is it I like about me, or what do I imagine other people might like about me. And there's really a technique that I believe I talked about this in my audio book, but I will share it with you now if I didn't, in which you will write 30 things about yourself. And that can be a challenge for some people, but write 30 positive things about yourself, and then every day for a month, focus on one of those things and just, affirm it through just standing in front of a mirror, saying it as an affirmation, or, sing it to yourself or whatever, but just really celebrate that one aspect of yourself and just being grateful, 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 for who you are. And that's what it's all about, just tuning into the wonderful, beautiful, creative being that you are and celebrating that. And as you begin to do that, people are going to notice that. People are going to treat you the way that you want to be treated. You're just going to find that you have that much more influence over other people because you've taken hold of the reins yourself. And that's something that not a lot of people do. And as I mentioned with the very first module, that I take my hat off to you for taking this very powerful step, this brave step into your future. And it is still true, so you really want to celebrate that. And just to keep that in mind. So keeping at least 10, do your 5 at the end of the day, very powerful practice that I hope you continue for, life. So moving on we come to my wish list and the thank you universe for portion. And of course you know that on the my wish list you do have some latitude. You can write the day as you see it, or you can write the day just if you could create the most perfect day in the world, how it would be, you know. But generally, I do like to kind of use this to pre-pave my future. Like, for example, today I was going to Kingston, which is about an hour away. It's a large center. I'm from a small rural community. So, and I was going with my daughter and my grandson and going to hook up with another daughter and grandson in town. So, for example, on my wish list, I put, thank you for the wonderful smooth passage to and from. You know, we didn't encounter any construction, which was, you know, a miracle. And I also said that I wanted to have just a wonderful bonding time with my daughters and my grandsons. And thank you for the wonderful bonding that I had. You know, writing about it as past tense. Thank you for the fabulous summer clearance sales. And wasn't it wonderful to have so much available at such a, you know, reasonable price, and wasn't that lovely, you know. And it was like that. I don't have a copy of that exactly in front of me, but you know, that was the essence of my wish list. And now it's come to be the end of the day, and I did have an amazing day with my beautiful daughters and my beautiful grandsons, and it was awesome. And I think a lot of that had to do with doing this process in the morning before I even started out. So, and again, the thank you, universe, for, well, that could be just drawing more good into your life. What would you like to come? You know, we're working on personal growth, so maybe you'd like the means to take a course or something. Maybe you don't see it in your budget right now, but you really want to make it happen. So you can put it out to the universe. I'm ready to make this change. I'm ready to embrace this side of me. You got to find a way to make it happen, you know? And then just thank you for this or something better. So just continuing to have fun and explore these processes. And you know, if you start off doing it the way that I've outlined it in this program, but you might find that you kind of feel yourself taken in a slightly different direction, you know, within the process. Like you might, oh, I don't know, I'm doing it the way that I like to do it, but if yours varies a little bit, that's perfectly fine. Just the whole point of it is just to feel that gratitude, feel that appreciation, and allow it to just rise. Because when you're not holding it down, you know, your happiness is going to be just like a cork, you know, and once you let go of it and you release those blockages, it's just going to float right up to the top and just kind of bob along the surface, you know. So do whatever feels right, whatever floats your cork. And now coming to the wishful thanking portion, in which you can just let your imagination run wild, you know, just whatever you want in your personal growth. Say you do want to go back to school. Maybe you always wanted to finish your degree. It just didn't happen with you know, family or whatever else in your life might have prevented you from doing it. Now is the time. So you can write it out and go, yes, yes, I finally have completed that, and it's framed and it's hanging in my office, and I'm so proud. And you know, my kids or my spouse or whoever is important to me told me, you know, how significant that was for them that I had the courage to do this, and they saw, you know, how hard I worked at it, and that I gave up things like watching TV or, you know, other sort of time-wasting things to do this, and how important it was for them. You know, just writing that, and oh, isn't it great, now I've done it, now I am a doctor, or now I am, you know, whatever it is. Have fun with it. Explore the possibilities. You know, whatever it is that you want to do, I really sincerely, deeply believe that there is a reason for us. There's a reason that we want this for ourselves. And we owe it to ourselves just to do everything we can to bring these dreams and these ideals to fruition. And maybe not even so much for us, you know, maybe the benefit is, the strong, powerful benefit will be for somebody else. You know, maybe it'll kickstart your partner, you know, to doing something similar. Or maybe someone else in your family will watch you and go, wow, well, I could do that. And, you know, it make a huge difference for them. Because, you know, as we keep coming back to this, we are all connected. So it's not just about you. And sometimes just that idea is just the little trick you need to actually move forward. You know, especially I find as women, you know, there's things that we wouldn't do for ourselves, but we would do it in a minute, in a heartbeat, for someone else, for one of our children or for our husband. So I often find that's a good trick just to get you kind of over that hump. It's like, okay, maybe I'm not just for me. Maybe I'm doing this for my kids. You know, maybe I want them to see that, yeah, you can do this. You can do anything you want in your life. Just do it. Just start it and do it. You know, that's all it is. One step in front of the other. And so just giving yourself that time, and through this process, you know, once you imagine yourself already there, like not worrying about how am I going to work out the details, how would I possibly manage this, and this. No, just imagine yourself fast forward a couple of years, maybe 5 years, however long it is, and imagine that you have completed this process and that you have achieved this goal. And just draw on those feelings, like, oh, this feels so good. And just become on fire, you know, with the passion of these ideas. And just let that flame your desire. Let it feed the flame. Let it, you know, just let it fill you up until nothing could stop you. Nothing could stand in your way. You know, and that, you know, that attitude, that's going to give you the power. That's going to empower you to do this. So this seemingly simple little exercise of just writing about it as if it's already occurred, I think is the most powerful exercise in the whole program. And you know, it's something I use all the time, and it's really taken me to some places in my life that I really didn't think I would go. You know, like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I never thought I'd be making a video program for people all over the world. I didn't think I'd have people from Indonesia and India and China and all over the world reading my blog in little Brighton, Ontario. You know, I could not have imagined that. But by following my heart and my instincts and my inner nudgings and just putting my faith in the universe that if it's given me the desire, then this is important and I need to follow through. And just by doing that, it has created a wonderful life for me. And it's really, that's why I feel so compelled to make this knowledge available to as many people as possible, because I want you to be able to say that about your own life. I want you to sit back and go, you know what? That was an awesome program. I'm still doing it. I've been doing it for, you know, 2 years now. I do this routine that I go through, and I know about my chakras, and I know about the law of attraction, and I'm feeling wonderful. And it's all because I took a step toward my own personal development. So, I mean, you've already taken the step. So the rest is just a matter of time. And I'm so excited for your progress and to hear about all your successes. And I certainly invite you to drop by my blog. And that website address is www.freelovingtheLawOfAttraction.com. And keep watching your mind movie, and keep, you know, do your healing chakras with crystals, and just really explore this area of personal development and make it a reality for yourself. Just go out and make it happen. And you can do it, and we can do it together. I'm here for you, and I'm so proud of you. This is already week 6. Look at that. All right, so thank you very much again, and namaste.